AEW, folks, it's dying. It is, it's not dead, but it's on life support. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the audiences, or lack of, should I say. It is absolutely on its knees, man. There is no two ways about it. But this is your AEW 16th of November Collision spoilers. Shout out to my co-host. It's his birthday, the Mora. So drop Son of Scotland 90 a happy birthday in the chat down below. Because I know that'll cheer him up. Because watching wrestling ain't going to cheer him up, folks. So yeah, leave your thoughts down below for the big man. But until then, you're stuck with this big man talking about Collision spoilers that realistically I don't really want to talk about, but nonetheless we're here for. And I'm not going to be wasting a particular amount of time on this, but Mina Shirakwa defeated Harley Cameron. I like Mina Shirakwa. Actually, got a bit of personality, got a bit of character about her, and I think this is the correct decision. Obviously, just returned there on the 2000 and it's obviously 2024. What date was Dynamite? 13th of November was Dynamite. Yeah, so yeah, she returned. I like Big Mina. Wee Mina. Mina! Daniel Garcia then forced Johnny TV to submit. I feel like Tony Khan forces me to talk about the shows every week, man. And it's getting a little bit depressing, folks. It's getting a little bit depressing. We didn't want to talk about it, but Johnny TV, I mean, he's collecting a decent wee paycheck at the end of the day, but this guy's career has absolutely nosedived. Absolutely nosedived. No two ways around it. Absolutely no two ways around it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, my French. It doesn't work like that. Because he's done. John Morrison. It's a shame though, right, if we're being honest, because when you actually look at it and think, this guy could have been a world champion. He could have been. Now, he's probably too old now, like, for it realistically to happen, and he's been butchered across every major company. It is a shame. I've always liked John Morrison. To me, John Morrison always had something about him. I feel like Shelton Benjamin had the wrestling, but in terms of a character, he always lacked. I feel like Johnny Nitro, John Morrison, Johnny Impact, Johnny Lucha, whatever you want to call him, I feel like he always had something. And speaking of Shelton Benjamin, he pinned Commander with a power slam. So at least this week on Collision, we've actually got someone with a bit of name value. And Shelton Benjamin, yeah, Shelton Benjamin, the big draw, the big man with the big chance to deliver this week on AEW Collision. I'm sure it was a fine match. I mean, Shelton Benjamin's a fantastic worker, as I've said, but he is a bit boring, and if you want to pretend otherwise, then you can leave it in the comments down below next to the birthday wishes for Son of Scotland 90. Right, Powerhouse Hobbs pinned Beefcake Boulder. Beefcake Boulder. Beefcake Boulder. I mean, I don't even know what is going on. Beefcake Boulder? Does this guy like his beef? Sounds like he likes his beef. But Powerhouse Hobbs, this is a guy going nowhere, isn't it? I believe he appeared. He was on Dynamite, wasn't he? He helped grind on the daughter's boss, bruv. The boss's daughter, even. I flipped that the wrong way. Will Ospreay, I believe he helped him on Dynamite, but I mean, I couldn't even tell you who Beefcake Boulder is. It's a pretty funny sounding name, but it's never going anywhere, you know what I mean? Big Dick Johnson. We then had the Acclaimed defeating Rush in the Beast Mortos to advance on the Full Gear Tag Team title bout. I tell you what, right? That just sums up how pish these guys have became here. Because see Beast Mortos, remember he came in, everyone thought this guy's great. Look what's happened since. Everyone's burying him, saying, oh, Speedball Mike Bailey is going to debut with the company, and then he's going to come in, and he's going to have an awful feud with this guy. And to be honest, could you really dispute that? It just seems to be like the Collision way. Like, some people come in, they'll feel like relatively decent, like on their I mean, how good can Spiky Mike, Speedball feel? I don't know. He sucks though. And then AEW's Women's Champion Mariah May defeated Anna Jay in an ODQ bout. The same Anna Jay that we've somehow made a fin yet talking about. So no, we didn't actually. That was Julia Hart. Just sums up how generic they all are, and they all feel like the same person. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. There's not really a lot to say here. There's no reason to tune into this show. I mean, it doesn't really specify about there was tables being used, but it doesn't really specify about segments. But honestly, it's not like The Rock turned up and cut a 20-minute Rock concert, is it? Anyway, peace.